Hi, this is Dr. Naresh Trehan. I am the Chief Cardiac Surgeon at Medanta, the Medicity, and also the Chairman and Managing Director of the same. Happy Heart Day. This is that time of the year, how it comes around so quickly, but it brings into focus a very vital part of our body. It is basically the engine of our body, the heart. We know today what are the things that actually keep us healthy, or what we call heart healthy maneuvers. So one, of course, is exercise. Exercise means we always say cardiovascular fitness. And it is estimated, it's your choice what you want to do, but we know that if you can bring in 40 minutes of sustained exercise, that means it should not be stop and go like shopping in a mall or something where you may have walked all day, but your heart didn't get any exercise because you walked and you then stopped, and so that's not exercise. Exercise is continuous, sustained exercise where minimum your heart rate must go up by 50% of your resting heart rate. So it's easy. If your resting heart rate is 80 to 90, then you reach 120, 130, then you know at least you're giving the basic cardiovascular exercise, or you may call the conditioning that you want to keep. Okay. Having said that, you can go higher, you can walk longer, but if you can sustain it at least 5 times a week, you would have done your service to your heart and your cardiovascular system, because they're all interconnected and one reacts to the other. The second thing is your nutrition, because actually your nutrition also affects your heart and your arteries. It's not only the heart, it's basically the entire cardiovascular system. So we know that there is such a thing known as atherosclerosis, and we also know there are foods and there are things that you do which are atherogenic. So that means that when you have, say, popularly known cholesterol, LDL, you've heard all these names. These are parameters in your blood, your biochemical system in your blood, which tells you what is your propensity for developing atherosclerosis. That means depositing the fat in your arteries. And we know that there are measurements that we do. There are physical looks that you can see. So people who have truncal obesity, people who have diabetes, people who have high blood pressure, who have highly stressed state of mind, these are all things that work negatively against the heart. So if you want to stay, and like I said at the beginning, keep your heart in a friendly state, in a healthy state, you need to avoid certain things. So one was what I said you need to do. The other is to de-stress, which actually brings down your blood pressure, your heart rate, and the resistance to your internal system going against your cardiovascular system. So combined with your exercise, you need to do some sort of one, like I would say, the best is pranayama. Those are the breathing exercises of yoga, which actually bring down your entire stress, and it connects your mind, your heart, and your body very effectively. That's, in my view, that's the best. Then, of course, you can extend it further. You can do meditation. You can listen to certain music like the Mrityunjaya Maha Mantra. You know, these are things that actually calm you down and connect you with your inside. These are very important things for your heart. Coming back to what I said about your nutrition, what you put in your mouth has a direct effect not only on your heart but the rest of your body. So we say it should be in balance. Now, in balance means that there has got to be the 3 things that are the most important ingredients of your diet, and that being the fat, carbohydrate, and protein. Protein you need to build your muscle and keep your body intact and keep your organs fit. Carbohydrate you need for energy. That's where you draw upon the calories you take in your carbohydrates, which actually you can use. But if you use too much of carbohydrates, then it goes and deposits in your body because you didn't use it. Similarly, fat means that it is essential for the body to have fat, no question. But excess of fat will then increase the levels of lipids in your body. And those lipids will find an outlet where they will get deposited somewhere or the other. And that is including your fat that you carry in your body. It can deposit in the liver, it can deposit in the heart, and also in your arteries. So all these things are interconnected. Proportionally, we say fat should be the least in your diet, carbohydrate should be the bulk, 50% of it, and then the proteins and other vitamins and all that, and the roughage that you must eat to keep a balanced diet. There's enough written about it, so I will not spend too much time on that. But when we say fat, we're talking about the oils you use in your cooking. So you have famously heard virgin olive oil is the best. Virgin olive oil, actually, where you get it from, how it is manufactured, and how authentic it is a very important thing. And then also, it's very expensive. So in your daily use, most people will not be able to use it. So we go for oils. So the differentiator is solid fats are not good. That means butter, ghee, hydrogenated oil, all these things are not good because they are known as the bad fats. The good fats are the liquid fats. There's a monounsaturated liquid fats. And then there are different oils you'll hear about, the sunflower oil and the rice oil and safflower and all this other stuff you'll hear. Almost the same properties. But the limit of how much you take in is the important part. As I said, you need fat because fat helps you to absorb the vitamins, carry them to the brains, and also functioning of your joints and all your other organs. But so that's why we say 15 milliliters of oil a day is what a person needs in whatever form you take it, whether it is in your cooking or but like I said, avoid solid fat. That's all. 15 cc's of liquid fat is okay. There are comorbidities which you know about, whether it's high blood pressure, whether it's kidney problem, like I said, diabetes, highly stressed jobs. All these things contribute to heart disease. But the most important part, which everybody can know, is your genetic makeup. So like we say today, know your genes. That means if you have, as a normal population, 3 to 5% chance of developing heart disease. If there is a history of heart disease in your family, your mother, father, uncle, brothers, sisters, then your chances become double. And if on top of that you have these risk factors like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, then it becomes even double. So if you know all that knowledge, you can calibrate your risk of developing heart disease. And if you can assess your own risk, you can tailor your life accordingly. So the people who have now one of the added risk factors, which is the most important risk factor, which you can add on top of what you already have, is smoking or tobacco in any form. It's not only smoking. Chewing tobacco, whatever form you use it in, will cause spasm in your arteries and can damage your arteries. So that is why, knowing all the 5 things that can give you a problem, you need to calibrate your life accordingly.